All right. Final series. It's going to be Koget versus TY2.
Ooh.
Is this another TVP?
TVT. TVT, I think.
TVT. TVT. Oh, God, it's going to be like 3 hour series after what
I
we've
don't. I
already
don't
done.
think. I don't think it's gonna be 3 hours.
All right. Well, we'll find out here. Game one's going to be on Electric Circuit. Are you ready, Cat's Paw?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Let me check with my cat. Cat, are you ready? Cat's ready. She's ready too. I got a cat and a cat's paw here with me. And it's actually going to be a Zerk here at the top right. TY2, TL Zerk at the
Okay,
top
okay.
right.
I thought it
And
was turn.
I don't know, man.
Oh.
Koget's bottom right. He's the orange Terran. I mean, TY is the Korean TY is Terran, right? So that counts. That's what you were thinking of.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm mistaking it with somebody else, or maybe I just simply don't know. Doesn't really matter. So, okay, TVZ on this map, and I have to say, because last time, when I actually had to play Koget in the preliminaries, he had a problem with his, I think I mentioned this already, he had a broken, maybe finger or arm or something like that, so he
Oh.
he didn't have, he wasn't in full form. But I do remember that I saw him a few times actually pull off the SKT1, Terran style, and he did it really well. So I'm really, really interested to know if he's back to full form or, still with this small problem for him.
Hmm. I mean, how long does it take, like, a broken wrist to heal or something? Does that take, like, a million years?
Depends what is broken and how badly it is. It can, if they don't put like any metal things inside the arm because it actually is a really bad broken thing. It usually
Yeah.
takes, I think, a month and a half
Oh.
to start being like that you can actually use it relatively well.
Someone in the chat says it was his thumb.
Oh,
So,
okay.
there you go.
So if it's the thumb, yeah, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I don't really know exactly the. But I do know I did have a few times broken wrists, and usually it would take me about a month, and then 2 more weeks where you actually are very careful about it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sounds legit. Anyway, we got a 12 hatch going on here from TY2. Seems pretty
All
good.
right.
And a wall on here from Koget. I think this little doodad stops you from making another building here. This little like 4 cylinder. I don't even know what this is. But I don't think that's not tight though, is it? I don't know.
What? Wait, those small cylinders aren't they actually like you can't actually walk on that, right?
Oh, maybe. So does that mean like if the barracks is one left, it's actually tight?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
By the way,
I think so.
guys, my cat does actually have a name. I'm not like whoa! What the? All the drones pulled. All right,
The
freaking him out
bunker.
with the bunker. Hello.
Pretty strong reaction. Oh, wait, actually, because the pool is not even finished. So, not that surprising.
That seems a little bit excessive. Wow, grounds one drone though. Really, really nice. He's gonna lose the marine though. Wait, he just stopped moving.
Wait, oh,
He just
but
forgot. He's like,
see
oh.
how far these drones actually had to go? They're still actually attacking the bunker, so that's a lot of mining loss.
Yeah, yeah. Thankfully, some of them can go mine here at the natural on the way back, but that is really nice. I feel like that's a slight overreaction from TY2, but to be fair, it's a single elimination round. Yes, it's a best of 3, but you don't want to throw away a game to a bunker rush anyway. So, I mean, it's fair enough.
Marine actually gonna go for another drone trying to get it. Is he gonna get it? No, right? Okay.
What the heck? There's a factory though. We do have a factory, but only
Nice.
one guy left on gas, so it's going to be a factory expansion?
Vultures, probably.
That's really... I haven't seen this kind of build in a while. Uh,
I don't know if I've ever seen it. If it is vultures and then expand?
I do sort of know. I mean, it's... Because he's got the wall, it's kind of okay, and if he does good Vulture Micro, he can make some stuff happen. You can also follow this up with, like going starport and stuff if you want.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, going for marine for medic marine is standard for a reason, and that reason is it's good. And this is not standard because in most cases, it's not as optimal, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. It just means you have to be careful how you play it. And
Yeah.
one of the big strengths of this kind of strategy will be that your opponent isn't really prepared for it.
I mean, I usually like the the early starport builds. I don't know why. I just always thought they were very difficult to deal with for the Zerg for a decent amount of time. The thing is that Koget, maybe this is a tank. No, I thought it may be a tank marine push. Siege with marines, but there's no extra marines being built. Oh, okay. So there is going to be starport.
Oh, is this 2-edge muta?
Uh,
Hey, it is.
When do you put your second gas when you go for 2-edge mutant?
I'm not sure, but I feel like it should be soon-ish.
Yeah.
This is actually really interesting because this starport allows. So this. Okay, wait. So is this going to be like Vulture drop into Valkyries? Is he going to go full man mode? It should be, right?
Academy is going down now, so probably not.
That makes me sad. Yeah, he's not actually making vultures. But what is this for then? He's got to make Valkyries, right?
It's a Wraith.
He's gonna. Well, you can make one Wraith just to go harass
wait,
Overlords.
He cancels and goes for. Oh, what the?
It's Valkyries. It is Valkyries.
How? Why did he change his mind? Did he see the gas at the natural being built? Maybe that's why he. Yeah, I think so. I think he saw the gas at the natural and just instantly realized that it was a 2-edge muta, so he switched into basically going for Valkyries.
That's actually really good. Typically, you make the one Wraith first because Wraiths kill Overlords faster than Valkyries, I think. So you can go harass with that. But obviously, if you're facing 2-edge muta, the mutas come so fast, you need the Valkyrie count up. So yeah, really good adaptation if that's what happened. I didn't actually see what he saw with that Vulture, so I have no idea. I'm just gonna assume that that's what happened. And yeah, he's got stuff on the way. He's actually getting siege mode here, so going to defend himself in the air with Valkyries and on the ground with siege tanks. Very interesting.
I was looking at the Vulture. Oh my! It's still going on. There's a dance between a Zergling and a Vulture in the natural from TY. Like for the last, I don't know, 2 minutes, and every time the Zergling is just trying to get close enough to tap it twice, Koget realizes this, pulls back, and then the Zergling runs away also. And it's been going on forever.
Oh my god, he's supply blocked. He can't build a Valkyrie.
Oh my.
Wow, he should just kill an SCV.
But there's actually a turret at least, and it's not in a good location, but you can pull your SCVs to the gas at least to save them.
He's still not building a Valkyrie. Why is this?
That's not good.
He's not building any units. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay, there we go. There's the Valkyrie. And there's actually, with that turret and some marines, he might at least get himself enough time for that Valkyrie.
Yeah, this is costing him so much. Though, look at this. He's losing marines for free. He can't mine with the SCVs. This is actually really bad.
It's not good. It's definitely not good.
Okay.
Valkyries actually take quite a while to build.
Yeah, I mean, they are quite high up in the tech tree. I feel like this Valkyrie wasn't building because of the supply block, and he could have just killed one SCV to make this Valkyrie come out like 10-15 seconds faster, and that would have been so much better. So I'm a bit sad about that. He also got to be careful because Valkyries get picked off really easily by Scourge. They don't actually shoot fast enough like Corsairs to take down the Scourge.
But you can actually micro them in a way that you micro a Vulture. I don't exactly know how you do it, but I've seen people do it.
Yes, so it's very difficult, and yeah, because obviously
I don't know how that works.
I mean, it's not exactly like the Vultures, I think, but because they shoot projectiles, you can sort of, do the move and shoot, and as soon as the projectile leaves, you can just immediately move again, so you don't have to like wait for the animation and stuff. But it's tricky. It's tricky. But, I mean, it's okay now. He's held it off.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is that the third is up for TY. And he's starting to make Hydras, but...
It's minnow only, though. It's
not there's a transition. There's a transition. I was waiting for Koget to actually decide what he's going to go for, because, yeah, the Valkyries are good, but they're not going to win you the game. So you have to do some kind of transition. Either it's to mech or to bio. And he's going to be going, actually, to bio.
I think it's almost always bio when you go for Valkyries. It's yeah.
I don't know. That's very. It's very tricky for me to know. I would assume that it's much easier because of the fact that barracks don't cost any gas, and yeah, usually the Valkyries cost gas plus any upgrades that you want to do to keep up with the upgrades from the Zerg.
Apparently, so, yeah. the mechanics for doing the Valkyrie micro is to use patrol, just like with Vultures.
Really?
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what people are saying in the chat. Oh yeah, by the way, Siege Mode is actually researching now, even though it was researching earlier. I think he canceled that as soon as the Mutas came in, so he'd have enough money to actually make the Valkyries. So just an interesting note there. But he's going to be facing a good number of lurkers pretty soon here. The only good thing is that this third gas feels a little bit slow from TY2. So maybe Koget can do something. He's getting a lot of barracks.
Because of that, there is also no Hive. Usually at this point, you would be getting actually Hive.
Wait, did he actually get Hydra upgrades? Yes, he's going Hydra Lurk! Oh yeah, my favorite thing. See, that's the thing. If you go Hydra Lurk, you delay your Hive. He is getting the Queen's Nest now, but Hydra Lurk is a very strong mid-game composition. See, typically, the way way ZVT works, right, is you go 3-Edge Muta to basically buy time for your third, and then you go Lurkers to basically buy time for your Defilers. Everything is about buying time until you get Hive Tech. Hydra Lurk is like, no. You know what? I'm just going to kill you, with Lair Tech units. Hydra Lurk is just so strong. Such a strong mid-game composition. It's funny because you typically think Hydras aren't good in ZVT, but in combination with Lurkers, they're actually really strong.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that if a few players, there's not many players that actually play this style because I think it's quite difficult to do correctly. Usually your Lurkers can get like stuck behind or the Hydras don't attack together. I think it's kind of tricky to pull it off. But I've seen some players, I think Zero used to do this back in the day, players like this used to do this. But I do like more Crazy Zerg. I know, I mean, yeah, I know it's not that, it's kind of tricky, even more difficult. But
we just like non-standard ZVT games, that's what we like. But this is going to be interesting. So Mutas are just chilling at the front here. They could take out the Valkyries. To be honest, the Valkyries are actually not particularly important anymore because they don't do anything against Hydra Lurk, right? They don't shoot the ground, and the Mutas now, I mean, yeah, okay, they're actually gonna grab all but one of these Valkyries, but they don't really matter at this point.
Wait, this stop Lurkers.
Are they? Oh no! Do it!
A little bit too late, but still.
Oh no, it's fine, because the second wave of Marines came in.
No, but look, now the army from the Zerg is actually really scary.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about this is instead of Zerg being super weak and just being scared in the mid, until the Hive comes out, the Terran is now the one who needs to be worried. The one thing that Terran can do though is just to keep pumping siege tanks. Oftentimes, what you'll see, even when the Terran scouts Hydra Lurk, is they'll go double factory siege tank with their Marines really early on. Not like a mech switch, like they just immediately build a second factory, and it's actually super good. So that's one reason why Hydra Lurk isn't used too often, because if it does get scattered like that, it's super easy. But obviously because of this weird opening where Terran invested a lot of his gas in going for the Valkyries, TY wasn't too scared of that, I guess. And now he's going in for the flank, or it should be a flank, but there's nothing coming in from the natural. The army from the natural isn't coming in. I don't know why. There it is. It's a little bit late though. It's a little bit mistimed, but it looks like, no, it's actually going to be a problem. Oh, man. Did not actually do the pincer correctly.
That was really cool. Oh, but Summary is actually suicide to the Lurkers on the other side, and this force is actually very small. The Mutas can actually kill it now.
Wow.
The Mutas, go Mutas. You can do it.
There's one Valkyrie there, though, so it's a little bit tricky.
Oh. Come on, come on.
Oh man, he's not even migrating, he's running around.
Yeah. And the Valkyrie is actually on pursuit.
But Hive Tech is finished, as well as the Defiler Mount. Consume isn't, but it's funny because it looks like even though it's kind of a weird mid-game, early mid-game, it's turning sort of into a more standard late game now, where the Zerg just needs the Defilers to come out and it'll be okay.
I have to say though that TY unfortunately hasn't been on point with his macro because he has 4 bases. and he had them for quite a while now. So his force should have been able to actually stop this.
Yeah.
Especially after those stop lurkers got so many Marines.
Oh man, the Marines are now going into the natural. There's no lurkers here, only Hydras. The Hydras themselves are going to do nothing against the Marines. He needs the lurker splash damage. One lurker in the back.
There's actually a lot of lurkers building, but they're not there yet.
And then they finish. They need to burrow. And there's a Hydra lurker blocking the reinforcements. And I think it's going to be enough. Consume should be done now, right? It's just like 2 seconds from finishing.
But is there any defenders on the field? Where are the defenders?
There's one in the natural. Oh, Consume! Swarm!
Swarm! Oh!
Oh! Wow, he actually erased 2 of his own drones as well.
I think with the 12 o'clock, 2i should pick one drone and send it to another base. Oh, he actually did that. He's just not building it. Because Koget is really committing to only this position, and as long as that's happening, if you can keep with this swarm and just basically stall, he's gonna probably get a lot more bases.
Yeah. And the mutas are somehow still alive and blocking reinforcements. This is actually a very interesting position. I think Koget should just pull back now, regroup, and maybe take an extra base. I mean, I know he's taking the minute only, but take the 6 o'clock as well, and just just do the mech switch. I mean, he's already doing the mech switch right now. He's got up to 4 factories, but I don't think there's any point staying at Berserk's natural now, because he's just going to get Dark Swarmed and just killed, just like this. So I think he should just leave. Or he should have left like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean, he should be a lot higher in supply in this stage of the game.
Yes, indeed. You know what'd be funny is if he used fire bats and tanks to kill the back, to kill the side disruptors and go in the back, but I guess it doesn't make any sense anymore. Anyway.
Oh, mutas actually die, so that's good. The reinforcement no longer gonna be blocked, and Koget is taking another base, so he might still relatively pull himself ahead in the game and still win it, but yeah, because of the Dark Swarms and the fact that not much is being achieved by just having the units there, it would be much better to just build one dropship and start dropping in different locations to at least get Zerg off location.
Lego? Oh wait, it's not researched yet. No, it is. Lego? Lego? No? Alright, never mind. Just kidding.
That's a very small army though.
Hey man, you gotta plague stuff. Alright, Nidus Canal on the top left. I think that's actually mannering his gas, but oh well.
Yep.
And it looks like, oh, some vultures coming in though. And some vessels being as annoying as they can be. But look at this. Actually, you know what? Even though I said earlier that Koget should have pulled back, now that I look at the situation, this is actually really good because since he didn't pull back and he kept the Zerg back in the base, he now has the opportunity to lay a lot of these offensive spider mines. I mean, yes, he's barely holding on to this front position, but if he can just lay a bunch of mines outside the Zerg's natural, that's going to be so annoying for TY to actually leave his base. So that would actually be really, really good. Looks like TY actually doing a really nice job now with these openings, just running around trying to just draw out some spider mines, but that's actually exactly what Koget wants, is to be able to mine up the outside of the Zerg base. You gotta be a little bit careful. These vessels could just get sniped right now.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fire bats as well.
All the time when I'm looking at this, Koget's army seems very small.
It is. It's all fire bats.
5 fire bats, 1 vulture, 1 tank, 2 marines, a good amount of medics, and 1 SCV, which is building a turret.
It's alright, man. Look at this! The fire bats are genius! He's killing all the Zerglings! Look at this! The fire bats!
Yeah, but I mean, that's not gonna last.
Dude, that fire bat had 11 kills when it died, alright? Fire bat wasn't mad. He was a hero. He was a soldier. And the double turret attack is a no-go.
Yeah. That's weird.
This is so... Man, Koget is just rallying all his buildings here or something. He's just sending in 2 units at a time. This is non-stop aggression. This is like Berserker Terran. This is like Iris. Let's just go, man. Just go. Also, I like this little line of floaty barracks in the middle of the map. Very cute.
I don't know, man. It feels so strange. That, I mean, this kind of playstyle, just sending 2 tanks up the front And Matrix and SCV.
What the heck?
I guess he wanted to dematrix the tank, but he missed and got the SCV.
Failfish. It's alright, that SCV. It's gonna kill everything. You gotta trust. The SCV's not even funny, he's hiding underneath the science vessel. It's like,
but
oh god, I
it's
hope they don't see me.
Matrix, so you can see it because you can see the Matrix.
Oh man.
Now, Koget is really falling apart. I mean, his economy should be really good, and his production should be really good, but it's, you know, his supply is very low. He's been pretty much donating units one at a time.
You know what bothers me? Koget has the worst base layout I think I've ever seen in a Terran player. I mean, what the heck is this? This is the most inefficient... Look! He's building... this is the most inefficient use of space I've ever seen in a Terran base. Oh
you know, that's
God.
fine, because he can lift at any time and reposition.
Except for the machine shops.
Yeah, but even if he doesn't, like, if he leaves the machine shops to the attic, he can actually put, you know, the factories pretty close to each other, so it'd still be fine.
Oh God. Makes me
yeah,
so
it's
sad.
pretty. It is pretty, like, you have this kind of OCD thing that you see this and it bothers you just to see it this way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably worse than most too. I just obsess about building placement. It's like that's why Harangi is my favorite player, because he just has the most beautiful gateway layout. But anyway, a few vultures running in here to the top left. I mean, it seems like, I guess because Koget's gone for the mech switch, we're gonna have to wait for him to mass up, you know, a decent sized army before he moves out. And obviously the Zerg's just gonna try and macro up a little bit and doesn't really want to attack into the mech army either, so it's gonna be a bit of a lull here. Let's see if we see any kind of fancy lair tech like a greater spy or anything. I don't see anything yet. Maybe some queens or something. Oh, bit of an attack here in the middle of the map. And now we do have the mech army moving out. It's 2-0, a good number of siege tanks. Obviously the swarms will help, but the splash damage will still kill all the units, unless they're lurkers. But at the same time, the left side base, the bottom left base, has been taken out by a bunch of Zerglings.
A drop in the main, actually, with just a few Zerglings, is going to be quite annoying, because these are cracklings, and they're burning through even tanks relatively fast, so they're getting very good economy for what they are.
Yeah, really nice. They're also going to fix the building placement by killing the machine shops, so he can, you know, lift it and make it nice. So thank you very much, Ty2. I greatly appreciate that. Meanwhile, some Zerglings actually running into siege tanks and causing them to blow each other up here. Really misuse of these tanks here. Oh man, TY demolishing the army. And Koget has played the worst Terran game since he started playing Terran.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, Koget is actually in the chat, and he said that he was actually sick at the time, you know. So, pretty bad.
Fair enough.
It's not cool. Not cool.
Oh man, I like your style though. I like Koget's style going for Valkyries. That's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
I have to say though that one thing that I was wondering while we were watching this game is that Koget did actually make the correct calls, you know, to try to contain the Zerg first, then actually use the mech to lay out the mines and things like this. So the decisions were correct, just not really so spot on with the execution.
Yeah, absolutely right. But that's okay because it's a best of 3, so we can see more TVZ action here from Koget and TY2. Second map is going to be Aztec as before, and let's just go into the game.
Let's go.